Three.
Got it.
Yep. All right. Welcome to Two Cousins Buzzins. We got Jeff over there, and we got Adam down in the bottom there, at least on my screen. So let's get to some sports stuff. Jeff, you want to start it?
Yeah. So today's topic, we're going with baseball uniforms. Our top three uniforms and why. Adam, you want to start out with your third?
My third. No, you guys go ahead first.
All right, I'll start first. All right, at my number 3 spot, I'm going with San Diego Padres. Not so much anything from the 90s, but I'm going from uniforms that they are currently wearing right now. You've got the classic brown with the gold in it. Can't beat it. The color scheme is great. They have some of the best socks. The socks that they wear with the gold stripes on them are fantastic. And when you get to the road grays, it's not even like your typical road gray. It has a bit of a brown in it, but the brown pinstripes in it really set it off. So I'm going San Diego Padres as my third favorite uniform right now.
All right. I'm going to go with the old school Nolan Ryan, Houston Astros.
Good uniform.
Oh, I forgot about those. Oh.
Those are bitching, guys. They're fucking good. I mean, how can you not? They got like nice orange stripe. It's like a dreamsicle right on your belly. It's like your cutoff you're wearing right now, Eric.
It's not a cutoff, dude. It's seams. See?
Yeah, whatever.
See? Well, I was debating which of two, and then you threw that.
Hold on one
in.
second, Eric. Hold on one second. Not to mention, not only did they wear those at home, they wear those sweet bastards on the road too.
They did. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm taking the. Gosh, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I believe it's the '83 era Chicago White Sox. Almost the same version as the Astros, just not nearly as bad as the ones they switched to in the cursive. You know, the Astros had their style, just like the Sox did with the socks across the chest. Too bad they weren't better when they wore them, but you know that's another conversation.
No, they were good. They wore them the 1 year in '83 where they actually went to the ALCS, lost to the Baltimore Orioles.
Yeah, the Orioles.
Yeah. So
all right. So you want to go back around the circle? I'll go with number 2.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, my number 2. It works for home and away. Is the solid blue Cubs. Yes, I pulled the crap out of my closet. You guys should have done some homework. I would rather see them in this on the road with the gray pants and the gray. But that one goes with anything. That's my number 2.
I like that jersey. It works. Just, you know, as a diehard Cub fan, it's not one of my all-time favorites. It's just okay for me.
Okay, how do I take you off of here? Oh, I'm just kidding. I guess it's Adam's turn.
All right, I'll go back to my number 2. I had 2 that I was tossing back and forth, but I think I'm going to have to go with the 1980 style Montreal Expo jerseys. You got great color scheme with the red, the blue, red, and white, French flag colors. I don't know, for some reason, the road uniforms, the powder blue scheme that they wore was fantastic. So I'm gonna go with those 2. Not only that, but their hat is tits.
Yeah, that sets it off.
Yeah, one of the best hats.
Big fan.
All right, what's your number 2?
My number 2, I like the early '90s Toronto Blue Jays.
Nice. We got a Canadian theme going here right now.
Yeah. Canadian, with the blue. I mean, with those hats too. Again, they had the white front, didn't they?
Yeah, white front, blue backs on them.
Yes, very big fan. Liked them.
See, you made me switch from water, which you can't even see on here,
I saw it.
But whatever's in this,
What's
it's
in
not
that?
water.
You got anything good in that one?
It's got some good stuff in it.
I'm drinking Bud Light. Jeff, what are you drinking?
I got myself a 312 Goose Island.
Chicago. Like it.
Yep.
Nice.
Here, I'll call this a 580 vodka.
I don't. What's the area code down here? 815. I'm drinking an 815 Bud Light.
There you go. There you go. So who's gonna go start off with their number one?
Well, that'd be me. I don't want to steal Jeff's though, because now I think. Well, my number one would have been like San Diego Padres though.
That was your number one?
Yeah, those are tits, man.
Well, 100%. That's why I had them in my number 3. But I've got. So you're going to go with the Padres for your number 1?
Yeah, I mean, how can you go wrong with that poo brown that actually works with the yellow?
Blue Brown.
Not to mention
Yeah.
those sweet bastard camo jerseys they wear on Sundays.
Oh, those are fucking glorious. I mean, they have so many different options too. It's like, I'm so jealous of their uniforms.
All right,
I did-
Eric, you want to go with yours or you want me to go?
Well, I'll go with mine because mine's going to still be Chicago related. I haven't found them in quite a few years, but I found the blackout jersey quite a few years ago.
They never even wore that fucking thing.
Yeah, but I found it and I bought it. Right here's proof. Right there. That means it's an actual jersey.
Did
It
they
was-
lose like 16-0 wearing those jerseys?
Well, apparently not. Adam said they never wore them, so
I
they
never
couldn't have
seen-
lost 16-0.
Oh, you know what? Can we do a consolation after this?
Yeah, we do a consolation one.
I don't know how long this shit goes for, so
Just whenever we hit stop record.
Pretty much.
nice. Okay, cool.
All right, so you got the Back in Black Cubs uniforms as your number 1.
Yep, that's
Okay.
mine.
My number 1, 1970 style Oakland A's jerseys. Can't go wrong with the Kelly green, the yellow and the Kelly green, but I don't know, it works out. It even continues nowadays. Something about those yellow socks with the green stirrups and then the white shoes just takes it to a new level. So yeah, my number 1 jersey of all time, the Oakland A's. I've always been attracted to it.
Good call.
All right. What's yours, Adam?
My number 1, the Padres, even though it was already taken. Now I feel like shit because like now I got to think a different uniform.
Yeah, you did say that. My bad. That's all the vodka.
What was that face? What, you don't like the A's uniforms?
The way you described it, I've seen better stuff come out of both ends of a lot of people, but that's my opinion.
I like
That's my
those uniforms.
opinion.
He's kind of right. I think I'm going to agree with Jeff though. Those are pretty solid uniforms.
I like the
even when
brown
they
Padres.
had the sleeveless, they had the cutoff with the green.
Oh wait, hold on. Can we all agree? Let's do this. That the worst uniform ever is the White Sox wearing the shorts with the collared shirts.
Yeah, the softball uniform.
Correct.
Hold on, I'm trying to think if there was one worse.
No, there's not.
I'm not getting one.
No.
So that would be correct.
Thank you.
Yeah, those
I
are bad.
was actually thinking about that on the drive home, and I'm like, the worst uniform is easy as shit.
Yeah, worst uniforms would have been better. I mean, we got 3 different opinions on 3 different styles. I mean,
Well, worst uniforms you could go. I mean, those fucking Diamondbacks ones they were wearing a couple years ago were just atrocious.
Oh, with the Sedona cyan blue, whatever the hell they called it.
Yeah, it was like,
they had a blue one?
Yeah, they had the teal wrapped around with the red.
I remember teal.
with the really dark gray.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know the game we went to down there, they wore a black jersey with the red
Black
snake.
jersey
That was
was
kind of
awesome.
cool.
Please tell me the roof was closed for that one.
Yeah, I believe the roof was closed when we were there. All right. So
My
that handles the-
consolation,
Huh?
consolation though is when the Cubs played the Rays, and the Rays they did like a throwback game, And so the Rays did like their own version of their own throwbacks type of deal. And those were sweet.
Those 70s style ones.
Yeah, but it never existed. They literally
Never
just
existed.
made
Yeah,
up a throwback.
the full throwback ones.
No. What do you mean?
That's what they called them, the full throwbacks, because they never existed because they didn't have.
Is that okay? Yeah.
So they did a throwback on a jersey they never wore.
Correct.
Yeah, because you really can't throw back a team that started in '98. Because if you
That's what I'm trying to comprehend here.
Another crappy uniform was the
Google search it.
Uniforms.
I probably will when we're done.
They're pretty sweet for being like literally just made up throwback uniforms. It's like, okay, I could actually see that. I also like the Big Red Machine, the Cincinnati Reds uniforms back in the day.
Those are always solid. My consolation one I was going to put as home Detroit Tigers uniforms. They've never really changed, but you got the blue and you got the white, and I like the blue piping that goes down the center of the jersey. It's just, I don't know. They've always been classic to me.
I like the more orange in the jersey than I do the dark blue.
The road ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with Adam on that. The orange with them a little bit.
All right, Eric. Now here's the big topic of the day.
Oh, this is the real conversation.
Real conversation.
You didn't like Jackie Moon last week, even though I told you he was wrestling a bear when I talked to you.
And Happy Gilmore wrestled an alligator, and he took the fucker's head off.
Happy
Yeah,
Gilmore
and he killed the guy
day.
with it.
He was a hockey player too. I'm taking Happy Gilmore no matter what.
Well, I didn't say I didn't like Happy Gilmore, but Jackie Moon was, gosh, everything.
Happy Gilmore.
All right, let's go with the next one.
All right, sports movies topic. Who are you choosing between Rudy or Vince Papale?
Who am I choosing?
Yeah, this is the Rudy versus Vince Papale debate going on right now.
Okay, I've seen both movies. I'm going to lean a lot towards Rudy, not just only because he was the coach at my high school, all that other or not him,
I fucking
but
knew
his
it.
younger brother. His younger brother was in the little basket, I guess, in the movie. But I don't know. I think he had to do a little bit more, go into a Catholic school. And who would want to go into the Catholic school at that time, then go into another Catholic school, and then try to get into football. And I think he went into the Navy at some point before that.
He was in the Navy right out of high school for a little bit.
Yeah, so to me, he did quite a bit more than I think Papale. I'm not discounting Papale at all. Definitely both underdogs. I would just take Rudy.
I don't like it.
Well,
I'm
disagree. I got no. Okay, that's bullshit for numerous reasons.
All right, let's pull the corn out of your shit.
All right, yeah, exactly. So everyone thinks they know fucking Rudy or knows someone that knows Rudy around these parts, and it's annoying as shit. Congratulations, you played one fucking game in college. Good job. Guess what? Vince Papale actually played those games in the fucking NFL.
He may have with the Eagles.
He definitely did.
Yeah, he played 3 years in the NFL, had a solid career before he ended his career on a shoulder injury, and then he had a successful career as a TV and radio broadcaster for 8 years after that. What's Rudy doing? He got indicted by.
He's signing stuff. He's making money.
Yeah, I guess because he's got to pay back the $328,000 he owes the IRS for tax fraud.
Hey man,
there's a lot of guys. I feel kind of duped into this one. I mean, it's like 2-on-1. I'm by myself here. I got a bulldog that's not even named.
And the fact that I don't like Notre Dame.
Actually, Notre Dame didn't have much to do with it other than the Catholic school part.
Well, that's where he went.
Right, and he got his one sack playing.
I do like the fact when you watch the movie. And
Well, isn't that
bullshit
anyways, though?
Huh?
Isn't that bullshit anyways that he actually didn't get a sack? Didn't he just play like a special teams play?
I think it was.
one play. They put him in. They felt bad. They're like, all right, it's your last game as a senior. Just get into this play. And I don't think he did much of anything.
It was like an onside kick. It was on the complete other side.
You just sit there kind of.
But in his movie, his best friend was the guy who went on in other movies to play Happy Hogan. Come on.
John Favreau was in that movie.
That's who I'm talking about.
Is that who you're talking about?
Hogan.
Okay. All right. But it's Marky Mark, though.
Okay. I like the Mark Wahlberg and Miss Papali better than Marky Mark.
Okay.
Yeah, but he played Papali really well in the movie.
He did. They had a chicken there for him too.
Yeah, what's her name?
Oh, well, it's called fucking Hollywood. They all have love stories in it.
Did Rudy have one?
No. His love
Brady.
story was getting onto the field.
I may have to change my
was
mind
the
if
love
Rudy
of
didn't
the
have a
game.
chicken there.
I don't know.
But it ended up working out for Papali because
He
that
probably
love
didn't have a trick because he stuck that football.
All right. So we want to do one more deal?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. What about Father's Day was last Sunday? What about like a nice memory, first game, whatever you have a memory of your dad taking you to a ball game? Anyone want to go first? Or you guys want me to go?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I think the most memorable game with my dad was 1993. It was at the old Chicago Stadium. It was the Blackhawks versus the Ottawa Senators. He ended up getting tickets from one of his customers who was a writer for the Sun-Times. So we were like 13th row, center ice behind the players' bench. And I just remember that game because Rodix, you were at that game with Nick, weren't you, Adam?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Jeremy Rodix scored a goal 17 seconds into the game, and then somewhere along the line, Chris Chelios knocked their goalie out with a piss missile of a shot right to the face.
That's memorable.
And Eddie Belfour almost scored a goal.
Almost scored a goal. Yeah, they ended up winning. Was 4-2, I think, was the final score was.
Yeah, it was something like that. They beat the shit out of him. Ottawa fucking blue back
Yeah,
then.
it was whatever it was. It was awesome.
Nice. We'll go next, I guess. Mine is more memorable kind of for different reasons. It's the first one I remember. My dad and me, had to be 10 maybe, and our neighbor Phil and his son Josh, we went to the game. And I remember we're at Old Comiskey, and God, they had these pizzas that were like that. They were amazing. I had to have like 5 or 6 of them pizzas. And then we're leaving the game and we're going into the sports shops, and Phil buys Josh a pair of batting gloves, and I said, Dad, I like those. He goes, yeah, well, you had pizza. So I learned at that point that you got to choose food over something else. But man, those pizzas were good. I mean, they were.
All right, I got 2. I'm going to make them quick, though. So the first one, I would say it was the Sox game. Jeff, you know this story because you were there.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. When Dino got rear-ended by some fucking guy. And what's that?
Irish 7 was the license plate.
Right. Yeah. And and obviously Dino and my dad they always drove beat up cars because they're mechanics. And they just give a shit because they just fix them. And the dude was, was talking shit to my uncle about rear-ended him. He's like, well, you hit my fucking car. Anyways, long story short, Dino ended up punching the dude, breaking his nose. All this shit went down. It was like a random Tuesday night. We didn't get home till I don't even know what time in the morning.
Like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it was late. Really late.
We get to go hang out at the precinct by Comiskey Park.
Yeah, that was the first time we went in jail.
Yeah.
And then the second he wasn't even involved, but I don't know. This game just vividly stands out to me where actually it was such a bittersweet game. It was good. I'll put it that way. And this was shit. I don't even know what year. Fuck. 2000 maybe. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, it was Dad had his long ass surgery and shit. And me and you had tickets to the game, Jeff.
Toronto versus the Blackhawks.
Was it Toronto?
It was Toronto, yeah.
Right, yeah. So like we left before he even got out of surgery and went to the game because everyone's like told us like, hey, you got those tickets, like go to the game, do all that kind of shit. And I just remember because it was bittersweet, obviously, but because we were driving up there and we got the call that he was out of surgery, he was doing all good and shit like that. So it was like it made the game more entertaining knowing that he was cool, you know?
Yeah, that was a good call because
sorry to get all bitchy and sappy on you, but yeah, that's what really stands out.
And not only that, but the Hawks beat the absolute shit out of the Maple Leafs that game too.
Yeah, that's when Probert was on the team too.
Yeah, I think they ended up winning that game like 7-0, and they sucked at that time. That was like
they're terrible. They were fucking terrible.
That was the dark ages of Blackhawks hockey right there.
Oh God, fucking.
I'd be lucky if they got 19 wins in a season.
Yeah, it was really bad. But that one stood out a lot, only for the fact that reason it was nice to. It just made the experience way more better at the time. But you know what I mean,
right? Well, I think since we all have a version of a cocktail, we should have a little toast to dads out there, even though it was a few days ago. So there we go. All right.
What else we got? Anything?
That was really it. I'm surprised I made it through this long.
Yeah, you look like you're gonna pass out.
Dude, Mercy said, "Wear your glasses. You're about to fall asleep." I'm like, dude, I'm fine.
I look like shit. This camera makes me look like an asshole.
No, that's not just the camera.
Fuck you.
So, all right. Well, I guess we'll catch up possibly next week, hopefully.
What's the theme? Did we figure this out yet?
No, we haven't got there yet.
I don't know.
Well, now that I know what I'm doing, I'm gonna figure out like an actual station where I could like not be moving around like I'm like FaceTiming people.
Well, maybe next time we were supposed to do it Tuesday. Life came up. What day is it? Thursday?
It's Thursday until midnight.
Okay, maybe Wednesdays work good for me. So, if it's Wednesday, it's Wednesday. If not, it's not.
I can do Wednesday. We would have some guest people jump in because that's when all the Muppets come over for dinner.
Oh, so we're gonna have a Muppet show. So yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll let you know what we're gonna do.
If anybody watching this, please comment any topics you would like us to talk about. We will try to get to them as quickly as possible.
Yeah, last time there was only a couple, but I'll bring it up in a break. Like I did last time about Jackie Moon being on national TV and Happy Gilmore hiding. But I'm not saying that out loud.
See now here I'm saying I'm pretty much like Jeff. You know what I'm talking about. I'm like the Paul Bissonnette of this. I'm new right now, so I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But just wait.
Hey, this is our second one. You're first. We're in the same boat almost.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's kind of like you're in the raft and we're keeping you out of the boat.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm like, yeah, I'll jump on. I'll talk sports. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, we'll just hit the gas and let you catch up.
I'll find out.
All right, guys. Peace out.
Later.